That was just good football.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
Throwing first play is Lance. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, he'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And some room to run now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Here we go, back.
First carry for Elijah Mitchell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lance now to throw. Gets this one to use check. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
First down, here's Mitchell. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's time to give more credit to the defense. They pulled that very well because of the drive. And he ran a bit shallower than normal as he ran straight across the field. He was hoping to get much more on the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Lance looking to throw it. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in, because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. It's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lance on the bootleg. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. That's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And they're using that in the backfield and sometimes called a bend. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They find some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. You know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen. But this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. But sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And it goes a loss of the yards, so now they deal with 4 and 11.
That was an excellent read on the defensive side. Gotta credit him on that one because they tried to fool him, tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to it. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes this to Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Walker. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Strong. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend the lead even further. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that the offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all, but the head coach has final call on this. We know that.
But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that bears a problem for them moving forward in this game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Awful. Seriously, just disgraceful. Why are you giving up? It's the worst call ever. We go nowhere. Really? This cannot be happening.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
3 yards remain for second down. Here's Lance to throw it. His throw incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising and extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw on second down. Strong. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking to throw on second down. Strong. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
On 1st and 10. Strong. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Keep pushing the ball down the field. Keep it going. Defense can't stop you. That ball down that field. Hurry, 17. Now it's time to start first. Push it, the rock with the field.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Just take it to him. Build that momentum on these guys, man.
Get in that end zone.
Round it down, baby. Go get six. Touchdown, baby. Get a touchdown.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play good. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
To throw on second down. Strong. He'll find Metcalf. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action here on first down. He gets it to Thomas.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on second down. Strong. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
In it to win it.
Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Play action. Strong. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on second and long. Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Hand off here to Walker. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Gain knocks this one through. And they will extend their lead even further. Ultimately, not really sure if they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Lance going to try to throw for this. That's caught. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now. Trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, That's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. The tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business.
Strong loses it on the hit.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. On the give, it's Walker. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Strong. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taken from just outside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Deep. Kick it to 22. Do not kick it to 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they will take a knee here. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll